something else that looks like it's going to be a must buy a subscription for when it comes out. Disney Plus. Give me a little breakdown of what we can be expecting with that, since we've been talking so much about like Apple Plus, ESPN Plus, pretty much every plus you can think of.
Yeah, Hulu used to be Hulu Plus as well.
Yep.
Yeah, Disney Plus got unveiled in just its own keynote last Thursday. And we knew a lot about it. We knew a lot about the shows, but we didn't know when it was coming and the exact price point, things like that. We were told it was going to be on the cheaper end, and in fact, it is exactly that. It's $6.99, and you can actually get an annual subscription where it costs even less. And I think that's quite the flex, considering the breadth of desirable projects that will be on the service. Because again, it's all of Disney, Pixar, Lucasfilm, Marvel, Disney Originals, Disney Channel, Disney Animation, everything, right? And then a lot of the other Fox stuff. Like, we know that Disney Plus will be the exclusive home of all 30 seasons of The Simpsons. Personally, I thought The Simpsons perhaps was a little too edgy, may have been on Hulu. Disney now controls Hulu, but no, it's going to be on Disney Plus. And I think that's they just kind of put all their cards on the table. I think Disney stock briefly hit an all-time high the day after, and Netflix stopped to drop a little bit. And I think we talked a lot about the impact of Apple and Disney on Netflix on our Apple TV Plus episode. So please check out that segment on YouTube. But I think Disney Plus officially entering the fray and also coming out guns blazes. Like, we saw some shots of The Mandalorian, which will be on the series at launch, which is launching November 12th, I believe. And you have that. You have all these Marvel Studio shows that Kevin Feige is directly involved in: WandaVision, Loki, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, as well as this Hawkeye one. Quite impressive lineup. And whereas Apple definitely kind of slow played it, they have a lot of prestige shows that sound appealing, but the overall breadth of content seems much slighter than Disney. Whereas Disney's like, we have the best library in the game. Here it is at a cheap price. We dare you not to pay for it. And it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, and here's all these new live action movies that we've just released within the new year. And the only place you can get it is through our subscription service. And we know your kids like it, so here you go. Yeah, I just definitely am excited to have more Jeremy Renner in my life, man. That Hawkeye series, I was clamoring for it. So couldn't be more excited if I wanted to be.
Yeah, it's just funny that Renner is going to actually be Hawkeye, like, in earnest. That's his own starring, but it's also with Kate Bishop, the comic character. So yeah, it's going to be a short run, if just one miniseries, and they'll pass it off. So yeah, man, Renner, he wasn't really Hawkeye that much if you really count the screen time, but alas. Also, Lady and the Tramp, the live action series that they've already filmed and done the mocap for. Lady is voiced by Tessa Thompson, and the Tramp is voiced by Justin Theroux. Again, nothing I don't think anyone was clamoring for, but I mean, I'm going to watch
sure.
it. So.
Yeah. Tessa Thompson, man, she just keeps doing these big movies. That Men in Black coming out, going to be in this miniseries. Just give her more work. She's fantastic.
Get off Westworld.
Yeah. Well, can't win them all, I guess. Any last thoughts on Disney Plus? We got a lot to go to, so I'm thinking maybe we keep it moving and we'll talk about that as it gets closer.
There's some other stuff we know is coming. The Rogue One cash-in spin-off. We know Alan Tudyk's back for K2SO and that as well. Nothing else really reported on. Clone Wars Season 7, we already knew about that. There's a High School Musical series. There's a ton of shit, so that's what you expect. But it sounds like it's going to be impressive with a lot to offer right away, and it's at a good price. So I feel like they're going to get a lot of subs, unsurprisingly.
Shouts to Billy D. Man, the fact he's going to be in Mandalorian looking cool as shit. Just
Billy D?
Oh, sorry. Carl Weathers.
I had a friend do the same thing.
I knew once I said it, I was like, that doesn't sound right. Carl Weathers. Shout out Carl Weathers.